welcome to the countertop. Normally in this channel what I do is I cook some recipes from my favorite books and also some of my good to go recipes. So if you like the idea of the channel, please click on the subscribe and also leave your comment from which of the recipes you might like for me to cook in here. Today the recipe I'm doing is a picanha, a very popular beef cut in Brazil, using a salt crust. Talking a little bit more about the picanha, just for you guys to know, it's a very nice and tender meat, and then they have like a very nice fat cap on the top that allows you pretty much to do in the pan, in a sous vide, in the oven, in a barbecue. So I bought the meat from a butcher shop called Porter Road. They're one of the few that actually sell the picanha for a very good and decent price. When I was, and since I'm like a continuous client, I keep buying them like every other week. I buy some meat with them. So when I told them that I'm going to do this video today, they sent a very special gift for everyone, and then I'm going to talk about these in the end of the video. Okay, so let's do it, the recipe. So let's go with the ingredients. First you need the picanha. So this is a 4.2 pound of picanha, something like 2 kilos of picanha. And then you're gonna use the salt pretty much to have and create some kind of cement around the meat while you cook. So basically 1.5 kilos of salt should be enough. We're also gonna need some thyme to make, to give it like a taste. And here we also gonna put some flour to create kind of like a cement across the meat, so you don't lose all the moist from the meat while you're cooking in the oven. And 4 to 5 egg whites, pretty much to put on this mixture here. Okay, so let's start doing. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So let me put the picanha away for now, and let's start doing. So 1.5 kilos of rocky salt. Then you're gonna use half cup of flour. The good thing is like you don't need to really like do sharp measures on these because this is pretty much for us to create these crust around the picanha, so we can actually like we can actually seal the picanha while we are doing we are roasting the picanha in the oven. So talking about the oven, I already put my oven in 200 degrees Celsius. I'm gonna put the conversion in Fahrenheit here. I always try to say in Celsius. So you do these with the flour, the eggs, and the salt, and the egg whites and the salt, pretty much to create some kind of like a cement around, so you don't have too moisty. You preserve the moisty from the picanha, you bake it, you season at the same time. So now you're gonna put 4 egg whites in here. You don't need to be 4 to 5 actually. It doesn't matter pretty much to how 4 to 5 should be enough. Oops. Then you can save the egg yolks for another thing. And now we're gonna mixture these and pretty much create this mass. All right, so now that you made the salt mixture, let's open the picanha. I removed the picanha a little bit earlier from the fridge, so it can be a little bit more on the room temperature. Let's dry out this meat first. Just to remove the excess from outside. You don't need to clean the meat at all. You don't need to do anything. It's just dry out a little bit. And as I told you guys, you see, so pretty much the sirloin and this amazing and very beautiful fat cover here on the top, right? And that's pretty much the picanha. Now we grab baking sheet and we put a third of this mixture here, just to have a solid base of salt to put the picanha. Boom, boom. Put in here, and then now put this a little bit more here. Now cover it. I forgot to say about the time. So normally you can put the time in the first batch, so under the picanha and on top of the fat as well, to give some extra taste. This time I'm leaving the time on the side because I kind of prefer without it. I like more this pure rocky salt taste, and like even looking, it's not going to be too salty, which is good. So this is going to the oven again for 200 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes if you like medium rare, or rare, like rare more on the 30, medium rare on the 35. And then if you like these on medium or a little bit well, you start like going to 40 and 45 minutes. And so let's put this in the oven and then we go with that. Cool. So now, after 35 minutes, you have it here, pretty much. Use the back of your knife to break this out crust, so we can remove the top of it. And it's freaking hot. And now, so normally, as you can see, it's not like a super beautiful fat here. Normally what I do, I put these back in the oven like for 3 minutes, really simple, just in the broil, just to give like a better look here. So let's do that, and then we can finish everything. Now you have it. Here is the beautiful cut. You can still hear the noise from the fat that melted a little bit here, boiling over. Now to serve these, normally what I do to make like a little bit more beautiful, I cut some pieces here first, and then I trim the salt crust so I can put on the top to serve it. Very simple. There we go. You can see it here. Very Just the way I like it. And then here you put the salt crusts back on the top. Here, that's it. Just as I was telling before, so from our friends from Porter Road, if you guys want to buy some meat there, just go www.porterroad.com. They have a special discount code from the countertop, which is counter. If you want to use, just use it. It's 15% discount, I believe, which is really good. You can try this out and see how it goes. All right, guys, thank you. I hope you guys like it. See you soon.